It is great having King Cage here back on the program. He's going to be fighting on October 2nd at UFC Fight Night against Jamie Mullarkey. Devonte Smith, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm just getting from practice and cooking, so I'm just chilling.
Good for you, man. Seemed like you got plenty of notice for this fight. When did you find out?
Maybe like 3-4 months ago.
Okay.
Uh, I knew I knew that I had a fight. We just didn't know who it was going to be. So maybe like about 3 months ago. And once I watched them, I'm like, okay, this is a good matchup.
We saw you fight in February, and now here we are talking about a fight in October. Was that by design, or were you trying to get a fight in there in between?
Nah, life, man. Life just hit me in a good and bad way. Staying at home, building a kingdom, figuring things out. And my ankle. I hurt my ankle from, I believe it was like the last fight. They said I had some like tears and stuff like that. So I was taking my time with making sure I was able to be my bouncy self without like feeling that pinch. So when I got the opportunity and I felt good enough to come out, nah, I'm out here.
Good, man. Well, that's good. Yeah, no need to rush your career. Just you got to keep that balance, right? What are some of the things you're doing outside the cage for people who might not know? I know you got the clothing company, which I still get compliments all the time on that sweater, the samurai one, which is just awesome. What are some other things you've been involved with? Because I know you got a lot going on.
So I have a show called The Traveling Circus. I say it's Cleveland, Ohio's first MMA show. It shows like the ins and outs of just my camps, what I'm doing outside of like Factory X, and then the other characters and people, just characters, but people. I'm thinking about anime, but people who's also a part of the Traveling Circus. Working their way up from the local, regional to like UFC, Bellator, ONE FCP, all that cool stuff, and I've been putting a lot of energy into it, like I've been putting into my fighting. I have a great cameraman, videographer, photographer, Congo or Jason Hackett. And I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's just the way it looks is really good. So I'm getting a lot of good feedback from it from people who aren't even big MMA fans. That's one of the things that I've been putting some energy into.
How did you decide, or what made you decide to go this route in terms of doing that? Was it like, because you see a lot of UFC fighters now have their own YouTube channel, Sean O'Malley, Stephen Thompson. Was that part of it, or was that something that even before all that was something you wanted to do?
Yeah, no. Um, I'm private. I only post when I, have to in certain ways, or I'm just a private guy. And my videographer Congo, he was like, bro, you got an incredible story, your personality, what you're building right now that you don't even see that you're building. Like you should like put this out there. And it took some time because I really wasn't for it. Um, but I finally, I'm slowly opening up and seeing the episodes and the feedback I'm getting. And it's all positive things. So it's like, okay, I feel like I went down the right road.
Mhm.
I watched everybody else's, what's the dude name? Not Jose Aldo. Man, Street Jesus.
Oh,
We'll call him that.
okay, yeah.
Jorge Masvidal. Here you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Mossville.
forgot it.
Yeah.
I watched his stuff. I watched Sean O'Malley stuff. I watched a lot of people's stuff, even Chad Mendez. His is more like a cooking show in the sense of hunting, which is pretty cool. But I feel like mine is like just different from all of theirs. Like it has its own unique taste. First off, like I said, first Cleveland, Ohio MMA show out there, got the YouTube channel, and I'm like, I see mine just it's just different. It steps out, it has its own brand, its own look.
Cool, man. Well, we'll definitely plug that at the end. Definitely want to get people headed that direction. Let's talk about your last fight, man. Doctor stoppage victory over Justin James. How good did it feel to just get back in the win column after everything you went through with the loss and then the injury and everything like that? Like, that must have been a big weight off your shoulders getting that victory.
Yeah, because it was like finally, okay, cool. We got the one out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Is it now like it's just another day? But
Mm-hmm.
since we got that one out the way, I'm like, it's just about to be back to it's just another day.
Yeah.
There's no more like no thoughts, no distractions, no what ifs. I'm there, I won, and now it's on to the next one.
There you go. And you got a tough opponent here in Jamie Mullarkey, 13-4 record. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I feel like he's a good fighter. He's a zombie. He could take some hits and keep going. He has a good fuel tank. Um, Again, he could take a hit, and he's had two major losses, but they were to good people. I don't see losses as always bad things, especially how you lose. And he fought all the way through. So I feel like it's just I'm excited. I'm excited in getting there. I've been training for like 3 months. I'm excited to get in there and fight, man. I really am, and get the win too.
How did you structure this camp? Because I know you do train a bit back home. Obviously, Factory X is your home in terms of the bulk of camp. But how did you? Because you got lots of notice for this fight. How did you do camp this time around?
Just doing me. I know that sounds weird, but like, I mean, I just worked on what I need to work on. If I need to work on my stand up, I work on my stand up. If I need to work on my ground, I work on my ground. It was like day by day, situations, because I may click on this a lot faster than I clicked on something else. And, fighting and beating your body up, then you got to add in the recovery time because you can't do this 24/7. Um, yeah, just take it day by day.
Okay, there you go. What about training partners this camp? Who have you mainly got to work with?
My dude Jacoby, he's been a big help. Alex Hernandez, Yusuf, my dude Markel. I'm gonna leave somebody else. So if y'all watching this, it is what it is. Y'all just got to fight me. Cody, my dude Harris, my guy Josh Friend.
So you even train with the bigger guys, like you mentioned. Dustin Jacoby, he's a light heavyweight, and you fight at lightweight.
Yeah. Oh no, not that Jacoby. Another Jacoby. I feel trash because I feel like I should know his whole name. He's a 55er.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was gonna say Dustin Jacoby's a pretty big guy, but when you said Cody, do you mean Cody Brundage or who do you mean?
Yeah,
Okay,
Brundage.
because he's a middleweight, so at least we're a little bit bigger. Yeah.
Yes, but with the bigger guys, it's more of the technique,
Right. Yeah.
And I can deal with their power.
Mhm.
It's just it's not always fun,
Mhm.
but I can deal with it. It's just I can hit y'all just as hard.
Mhm.
So it's like a respect thing.
Mhm.
But they're really good, like strikers to grapplers, then grapplers to strikers, or just very specific things. So damn near the whole team. Oh, my guy Javon, the whole team has basically really helped me get to where I'm at.
Good. That's awesome, man. And I imagine the weight cut's going well. Lots of notice for this one.
Yeah, I do pretty well. Hernandez be Saudi. We was talking about our weights, and he told me his weight, and I told him mine, and he just looked at me. He was like, "Oh, it must be nice, because that doesn't look like that on me." And I
Yeah,
was like, "Well, I mean, it is what it is."
for sure. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Uh, Mark Montoya and my teammate Markel.
Oh, cool. All right. And how's this fight playing out on October 2nd? How do you envision it going down?
Me winning, whether it's by knockout, TKO, unanimous decision. I wouldn't say split decision because again, that feels like I was getting hit a lot.
Mhm.
Uh, as long as I get the win, bro, that's all I've been focused on. That's all I'm winning. I got a lot of respect for my opponent. I'm truly excited for this, but I'm only focused on winning. Finally, just get this fight.
You want to get one more fight in this year? Is that kind of what you're looking at, or you just want to see how this one goes and then reassess? Because, like you said, you're not in a rush.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight this fight, get this win, and then just reassess if it makes sense, possibly. But I've been away from home for a while, and I got to go back home and just make sure everything's good.
Okay, that makes sense, man. And how many more fights do you have left on your contract? Do you know?
Think like maybe like 3 or 4.
Yeah, you got a few left, right? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, what's downtime looking like in Colorado? You watching a lot of anime, or what are you getting up to?
I watch an anime, bro. A lot of reruns of the American Dad and Family Guy, but I've been watching Boruto, The Revengers, One Piece. That is a dedication. But once you get up to episode, I think they in the 900s, it's worth it. I said Boruto, I probably did already. Uh, My Hero Academy or Academy,
I think it's
yeah,
Academia,
Academy.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Academia. Wow, look at
Wow,
you,
the
bro.
non-anime guy knows this. There you go.
Right. Shoot. What else? I think I know it's one more, and I'm gonna be like, I should have said it, but I think that's about it, you know, and just Archer off of Hulu. Uh, yeah, man, just chilling, watch TV, and playing a lot of UFC. A
Do you
lot
play
of
yourself or
UFC.
do you play someone else?
I play somebody else because the computer get too easy, so I'm online all the time.
So who are you playing as a character?
If at 55er, I'm not in the game yet, but at 55er, depends on who you're getting. I may get Charles Oliveira, um, Gaethje. Uh, you know, I'm looking for people who could throw their hands pretty fast. I don't like sluggish people. It just feel funny. Who else? I'll get Jose Aldo. I really don't like when people get Max Holloway because he's like a cheat code. He throws like 101 twos and doesn't get tired. Uh, Alexander Volkanov,
Volkanovski.
Volkanovski, almost had it. Doug Rose, Valentina, Amanda Nunes, always. I don't get nobody else. I get Amanda Nunes, uh, Mighty Mouse, uh, TJ, Cody Garbrandt. I really played this game, bro.
I was gonna say you got a lot of variety in there. You had me at
Yeah.
I think the second guy, so that's all good, man. Devonte, thanks so much for doing this. Always a pleasure. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, what else you got going on, and also where people can find your new show. It's we got to check that out.
Follow me at KOE_King Cage with a K, UFC. So KOE_KINGKAGE UFC. I'm still thinking about changing it, but it is what it is. And then you can find my the Traveling Circus show at the Traveling Circus _.